Hello, my little gang. I hope y'all doing great. I'm doing wonderful myself today. Um, okay, I'm sorry about that, y'all. I'm doing great. I can't complain. I promise you. It won't do me no good to complain about gosh knows whatever. But I did wanted to do a little different person today, but I'll go into it when it's time to drop to our thumbnail. So I think my parents are tired of my children. Now, they might sit here and say, I will never be tired of my grandbabies. But my mom called and she basically said, hey, their grandfather is starting to send them back home when he has the day off. And I'm like, right before, after or before, I hope after the pool, right? Because my kids, they love going to the pool with him. And I say, well, if that's the case, he might as well just take them to the pool if they drive him crazy. That fits, right? But I really kind of miss them. I really do. I miss them. And people are always asking me, like, what did you do the whole time your kids are away? Nothing. Nothing. Y'all, that is luxury. As a mother, you don't dream about going to this place and that place. And, vacations is not even what I really want to do. People that don't have kids, they like vacations. But parents, we like doing nothing. And I mean absolutely nothing. I don't want to get up and rush to go to church. I'm being as honest as possible. I don't. I want to lay in my bed, and so I don't have to make it. Yeah, and be starving, or find something quick to eat, like a boiled egg or something, and you just make about 7 boiled eggs and just eat them throughout the Sunday you off. That's lovely. So I have. Do I have no more Sundays free to myself. Maybe hold on. No, I have no more Sundays. So last Sunday was my only Sunday, and I slept after finished church. I had to learn how to get myself together and go to church on Sunday. I was late, but I got there. Um, but that's the biggest thing I have to learn how to do is, whew, okay, now it's time for you to do. And it's so lovely not to come home and worry about, did you eat? Did you eat? Did you take a bath today? It's so lovely. Now I have to give back my duties back to me, and I'm okay with it, y'all. I promise you, I'm okay. Um, that is a real break. Like, y'all get a break as parents, single parents, or even two household parents, and you get the kids away for a long span of time. That doesn't mean that you don't buy diapers or pull ups and stuff like that. You don't take care of your kids. That's not the same. That is so luxury. That's luxury. I'm sorry. Going out drinking or going out to fast food is not luxury to me anymore. Just laying in bed and don't have to power move and look at the time and run late. You don't have that. Or running on seven more minutes of sleep is not. I love it. Um, but your parents, they like them, and they only have them temporary. So my mother is a workaholic. My dad's a workaholic, and I'm a workaholic. So my kids see nothing but working people. So I hope that they enjoy their summer because they about to get another workaholic one parent home versus being at grandma. I always ask my daughter, like, why do you want to stay here? And She's like, because everybody's here. And like my brother and my dad and my mom, they're there, you know. But I um I think this year it was my daughter's last year at a private school, and I don't know how to feel, y'all. I think I asked her which one she wanted to go. She wanted to go back to the public, or she wanted to go to the public and or the private, and she I think she needs to go to private now as she gets older, and that school doesn't give her the wings, the space to fly. So um I've been going through it, like, do I give her up to my mom and my dad, um or do I do it for myself? Not because I don't like her. It just, I think they have a little bit more, she shines with them a little bit better when she's with me. Um, so it's like heartbreaking. It is. It's extremely heartbreaking just to say I need her to fly. Is she gonna fly better without me? So um yeah, so it's like now it's sitting in, like I need her to buckle down, and it's sitting in because I feel like if I keep her, even like um she has to want to do something for herself, and she's getting to an age that time is not waiting for her. So if anybody out there that's going through, like, or have been going through, you know, a blind spot in raising children, what is the best thing for me right now? Do I raise her and don't know that she won't fly the way she needs to fly, or do I let her have my, let my parents, take her and let her fly, because I know that she will flourish with them more than she'll flourish with me. It's not because I'm a bad parent, y'all. It just sometimes you can see things, and you see your children's potentials, and then you see where they close out. It's just comfortable. Y'all, when I tell you, I thought she was the only crazy nut that wears sweaters all year round. And I mean, North Carolina weather is very unpredictable. Yes, one minute it can be like 40 degrees outside. And then when you come home from at 4 o'clock, it'd be 736. And she's still wearing a hoodie or she's wearing a sweater. I'm like, girl. And, she's at that age where I just, yeah, I feel like I did something to her, y'all. She's shut down. I did something to her. Not in a bad way. It's just I probably discouraged her somewhere. Because trust me, I probably, I could tell y'all stories. My daughter at 12 wanted a magic wand. And I said, no, that's for Looney Tunes. And I did that. I did. I'll be the first to say that. I thought she was a net case when she asked for a metal detector. And I was like, are you freaking kidding me? A metal detector. But she got it for Christmas and she treasured it. Um, she still asked for certain things, such as um, she asked for a jewelry kit, and she asked for stuff, and I 90% of the time I give her what she asked for, because these are some kids that don't ask for anything. She did ask for a phone, but y'all, she blocked herself out of her own phone. And y'all, I am not running up and down the street. Sorry to do. And then I think the phone don't work at all. My uncle told me that, y'all. So I'm being honest with y'all. I felt like I failed her, but I didn't fall. I didn't fail. It just sometimes I can just see that if she's here with me, I might I might discourage her, and that's not where I want her to be. Never want her to be feeling like she's um defeated in her own home or she can't grow. So I am, and now she's in the eighth grade. So, and I'm blessed. I hear people always say, "Girl, you better tackle down on her. She gonna be wild." I'm like, no, my baby's not gonna be wild, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just don't understand. My child is not like that, and I can say that proudly. My child don't do. I mean, I think I caught. Every kid. Every kid. You probably, if you're in a certain age and y'all get technology, I think we caught her, like talking to strangers on whatever sites, like the gaming sites and stuff like that. We caught her. Yes. Yeah, but I think she knew the dangers zone, and she was more convinced, like, Mom, he's my age, or Mom, she's my age, and I just don't show him my face. But she knows, probably, hopefully, that she knows that she don't talk to strangers online. But again, that was like last year, where people was typically, I think it was one of those TikTok. That's when TikTok came out, and it wasn't very adult friendly. Most kids, like Snapchat and stuff like that, wasn't very adult friendly. Like, what the hell? Well, somebody say, you got chicks, you got Snapchat? Hell no. What the fuck? Yeah, and that's how I looked at Snapchat. Like, that shit is kitty. But now that, I know better a little bit, that wasn't, that still can be a playground for predators. Just like Roblox. I have to tell my kids, like, yo, don't put nothing private up here. But that group that he was in, they would block people for asking private questions. So he was like, Mom, this guy right here, he got blocked 4 times because he was asking us where we lived at. So at the end of the day, y'all, I think I did okay. I don't feel bad. I do feel bad about the thought of, my daughter is going away for high school, but I just feel like my parents will help her flourish. And they talk to her. She talks to them. She might be a little, standoffish, but she communicate with them a little bit more than she would do with me. So I'm blessed to have a village, y'all. I am. I'm 100% blessed. But I still stand what I stand. My friends be like, your parents got your toddler. It's like, yeah, the rule is you take two, you take the third one, okay? But y'all, I feel a little bit better. I don't mind. Okay. Now, did y'all hear me once? Now let's think about this dry bagging, okay? Did you once hear me talk about a hardship? Now, I'm just being honest. When people come on here and say they want to vent and they need to vent, that was a venting. That was like really personal, open up. I am feeling this way. But I did not once tell you a financial hardship. I never told you how to gain or what am I doing. I never told y'all that. But the kicker is we have so many people on YouTube that will tell you their hardship for kicks and giggles. And they're cool with that. Do y'all get what I'm saying? Hold on, yeah. I don't know if y'all understand what I'm saying. So, Diamond, I'll get to before I get to Diamond, we're gonna back up because I want to say what I want to say about Summer Walker. Okay, so I got like a little bit of tea about the breakup of her and Meech, little Meech. And I know some of y'all were like, girl, why you talking about them? You like, oh, I do, but I'm gonna tell you something. Little Meech seemed When he was taking her out in public, y'all, he seemed genuine. Like he genuinely liked her. He genuinely cared. They seem like they had ups and downs, but it seems to me that Summer don't know how she's unhealthy in the brain. That is a terrible mix of romance. Definitely when it comes to sex, you have to be, and she seemed very unhealthy in the brain. Um, that's her mental, that's her spiritual. That don't even have to be like health wise. Like she can run 5 flights of stairs. No, she just mentally. And sometimes women will only like weak men, the bums, the men that. And she talked about him, her one of her baby daddies. She said it feels so good knowing that a man comes home and he cleans up the house and dinner's ready and all I have to do is relax. She likes those men. Summer is Summer is the ideal woman for homosexuals. So when she gets a man that got his own and he got his own business and he has his own priorities, y'all, real talk. He has his own priorities. He has his own goals. He has his own vision. She gets a way that she can't control him, that she should. All because she's used to those weak men. Now, I kind of did like them together. I thought there was like a very cute couple. But obviously, if he needs to run, go run. Okay. And Summer, you are a beautiful woman. I'm assuming inside and out. Go get help. Whatever that's in you that is only producing bad fruit, not saying you can't sing, not saying you're not a good mother, but this right now, she's producing nothing but bad fruit. And we can see it. When you say this man, he chased after me for 2 years of me and my kids just to let me look stupid. I'm gonna say this. Sometimes it's all in your mind. It can be all in your mind, and you can jump to conclusions. But she's a very beautiful girl. But your mind will take you places where you nobody can reach you. So that's just my thing about Summer Walker. You know, people can take it or leave it, but that's just how I feel. Like she's a very beautiful woman. I like her music. I even listen to the drug song. Yeah, I like that song. I have to sing it without my son because my son was like, I don't think that's a good song. And I'm like, boy, didn't you put in your roster that your favorite song was Move That Dope by Future, you know? Yes, Mind Y'all Business song. That's a bad song for a kid. I know. But he gets crunk in the morning. I need him a little crunk in the morning for ready for school. So we play that on the way to school. Yes, we do. Y'all, I ain't even gonna lie to you. Yes, we play that song in the morning. The majority of the morning when I have to drive him to school, we play it. And he has a good day. I'm like, okay, I'm fine with that. But it is what it is, y'all. So let's go to Wino, beer bottles, and filth. All right, so if y'all can read on my, if y'all read in my thing, Diamond 2 months ago basically told her subscribers, hey, my son RJ birthday is coming up next, and he would like to go to the Great Wolf Lodge. Da 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 da. Well, I am going to try. We This is my cash app, and he is going if I have to spend my last. Thank you very much. All right, Diamond, that is dry begging. Okay, you got on here and you try to tell the world, I don't know what dry begging is. That's a form of dry begging. You let people know in advance what's going to take place and how you need the money. All right. You don't always necessarily need to tell people, hey, this is my cash out. This is my cash out. No, you tell people what takes place. You ever notice how, like, some people, I don't know if y'all been around a lot of social services and ghetto acting people. I like to call them ghetto acting. It doesn't matter if white, black, green, polka dots. If you at ghetto, you at ghetto. They'll go to DSS, and this is the time that they get reserved, or they apply for food stamps. And for some odd reason, some retarded person told these people, hey, come in here with the dirtiest diaper you could ever have for your kids. Make sure they have snot all over their nose and they're hungry. And what they do is, that is their way of trying to make sure that they can get the max. Okay, I don't know why, but that is just the way that somebody say, you go in there, you make sure that kids are hungry so you can get the food stamps. And now, if y'all don't believe me, y'all just don't believe me, but they do it. Okay, unfortunately, they do it. And Diamond gives me that vibe like that, right? So she'll have her kids with the dirtiest clothes. And now the CPS is writing down this. And sometimes y'all might even see CPSs don't even fucking look up. I've been to some of these places just to observe, and the CPS is so used to that type of behavior from these parents, they don't even look up because they don't want to see the children crying because they're hungry. They're fighting over one chip in the bag. Yes, they do that. Don't. Hey, somebody knows. Somebody know. So they'll sit there and they will basically try to pull heartstrings of how much they need the food stamp. So whatever benefit, if that's Tana, whatever, they will bring their kids to look like they need it. They'll use their kids and make them look so poor, no matter what they're wearing. That's how they represent their children. Diamond, when you got on here, you represent your household, just like those mothers that go sit at the welfare office. Nothing wrong with that. Don't twist my words. But they'll go sit at the welfare office while the kids have a dirty diaper, hungry. Or they might tell the people, oh, mommy, I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I don't have any money. I don't have any food. They will sit there with the welfare lady, and I'm going to call it what it is, the welfare lady, listening to the kids talk about how hungry they are. You don't think that's fucking dry begging? Well, you have to tell the people that you got to sleep at a hotel. That is a form of dry begging. I hope you understand that. But let's go back to this great war, because this is really entertaining. My mother actually asked us to do it for Christmas. I said, oh, hell no. Sorry, mama, if you're listening. Hell no. Okay, y'all, when I tell y'all, this is, well, I had to break it down because I already seen the Great Wolf. And I know the farther you book, the cheaper it goes. And so I just booked it for next weekend. All right. So she know that she wanted to take her son there 2 months ago. All right. I didn't do that. I have receipts on my thumbnail. She wanted to go there for 2 weeks ago. All right. So basically, just for the room alone is $500. All right. Just the room. That's for all the people in the household to go and enjoy. All right. The attraction. That is like the gaming or whatever you want to do that day. That's another $300, including food. Okay. At the end of my total for that day, those Saturday and Sunday, you leave Sunday morning. That was a $1,100 trip. Do y'all get what I'm saying? So you telling me, Diamond, that you put this birthday thing up 2 months ago. And obviously, it looks like y'all have nothing for that boy's birthday. His birthday is this month. Because you're looking for, I didn't get no money for the birthday, so I need to get money for something else. That's that's that cycle of dry begging. See, Jazz did that shit too. Yeah, I did see how Jazz did it. When Jazz had to have that Medicaid helmet on her son's head, she went and told the people that every time that she goes to the doctor, he shall to pay $450. It sounds like a car payment to me. That is dry begging. When you have to let the people know exactly what is your new move is, and you're gonna have to maybe, that's dry begging. I'm sorry to tell you that. So you sat on here, had like a 15-minute live talking about, I didn't even ask for my cash app. I didn't have a cash app. Your cash app's up here. We ain't stupid. Your cash app probably be in your description. You know exactly what you was doing. And the worst part about it is your man probably set you up. See, that's how men start pimping out women. See, I guess his name is Robert. He is worse than Philip. He didn't even say, babe, knock it off. Don't even tell the people. That's the reason why I told you not to say anything. But he wanted you to go back on there to clarify I wasn't dry begging. So he don't look as shitty as he was. But he still didn't tell you to take off the damn video, now did he? He did not once tell you to take off the damn video. See, this is what I'm telling y'all. These men are getting as trifling as these women that don't fucking clean their house. But they're easy to spread their damn legs to any Tom, Dick, and Harry. See, you got on here and you kind of like put your foot in your mouth without really putting your foot in your mouth when you try to explain the circumstances of you and this thing, this rental place. Okay, you said that you rented from them from 4 different places. And to me, it sounds like 4 different times they try to give you the benefit of the fucking doubt. And you're too stupid to realize what they did. It's not because they're ghetto or they treated you bad. But you didn't pay your fucking bills on time. And it all told me how you didn't pay all your bills because you said they misplaced a $500 check. Y'all know some. You know one thing about this, and I'm gonna be as honest as possible, and I'm gonna be nice. They know damn well if they lose any type of money, and you have proof that you dropped the money, or you even call them up and say, "Hey, where's this check at?" See, I don't know why you thinking you're talking to stupid people. See, maybe because your subscribers are stupid. Because these are the same subscribers that probably sat around and whatever class they found out about rotten.com. I don't know if y'all remember rotten.com. I used to get in so much trouble about that. Hey dad, how you doing? Did and they keep watching, looking at the nasty pictures. I say, ooh. And then they go back to school the next day and look at it again. They log up and say, rotten.com. Ew, look at that. That's what they're doing, Diamond. They're not giving you no encouragement word of your nasty ass house. They don't like your clean with me's. They just like seeing the filth. Just like any person that was at that era that had rotten.com. We just like looking at the creeps. I'll be honest with you. I was fascinated with Two Girls in a Cup. I looked that up every chance I got. I said, girl, you see the Two Girls in a Cup? Let's look at it. Ew. And we saw the little picture, the little video, like the bear video. I was like, ew. And we kept watching it. We couldn't write them at the time and say, hey, we like Two Girls in the Cup. Can you do some more? No. That is what they're doing to you, Diamond. They don't like your content. They just like screaming and ew, girl, that looks nasty. What the hell you got chicken bone in our floor for? That's all they're doing. See, you allowing a man to pimp you out and your children. You have a better chance going down to the corner with a little sign says "Be stupid for money." All you have to do is have your kids, and your man can just lay on the ground. Y'all will get shitload of money. You'll have a better chance of doing that. I'm dead ass serious. I seen it firsthand. To women be standing on the corner and the man be around somewhere else, around a tree, and they got to hold their little posters and the children running around. That's like a new hustle for some people. I just couldn't get to. I can't get jiggy to that. And I'm dead ass serious. But to each his own, y'all. Really, to each his own. Y'all, when I tell y'all, Diamond is something else. She likes to play stupid. And she plays stupid so much that she plays stupid so much, probably before she got a little bit older, that she just thought that was part of her personality. Diamond, you know your man ain't shit. And I could say that even when I started, always, y'all, and I will be the first to say this. I used to talk to Diamond when she had her lives, and she just be in there talking. And I think one life she had like a party, or she was going to her dad's house, and I talked to her. I really enjoyed Diamond, but I didn't see this with Diamond. I didn't see the dry begging. I saw the embarrassment of doing that, the know better. Trust me, trust me. If Peach dry bed the way that Nika did, or Diamond, Jazz, Liv, Peach wouldn't cross the barrel of 20 or 30,000. Peach tried to do the dry begging. She did. She did the dry begging shit really well. And then she said, well, let me flip this shit and put this shit in content. Well, if I'm going to dry bag and do food stamp hauls, let me tell people how they can get free stuff too. Let me tell people where the housing is. Peach flipped that shit. Because Peach did see dry bagging was in the future. But nah, bitch, Diamond, and I call you what you are, because you got your man out here pimping you on these streets. All right. Um, she flipped that. She made it work for her. But you taking advice from Jazz, Mello, who else? Andrew Caldwell, Shamar. You're taking all their advices and you're trying to build a great channel by dry begging. That's real talk. And it's not because we want to put you down. Because, hell, I never want to see anybody down and out of their luck. But stop using depression and get you a job. I tell you, you talking about how good it is to sit at home and do your work and you got 4 work. Girl, that's not good enough. I'm telling y'all, when they gave people the opportunity to log in their lives and getting a camera and uploading, they made the world 10 times stupid. I'm telling you. I think a lot of people lost their brain cells by these pranks. Just real talk. Like, people just lost their brain cells. Like, ooh, y'all know, but we just still kept watching. We just read the titles. I accidentally dyed my man's hair. Woo! And prank is just a prank. It's a how. Y'all get what I'm saying? But Diamond, don't play us stupid. Don't play us stupid, please. Save your embarrassment. Keisha, I'm not dry begging, and actually doesn't. She know what dry begging was. She knew because she did it 2 months ago. 2 months ago, she knew that hey, if I put my son's birthday announcement up here longer, me and baby, he got some beer money. I got some beer money for Babe, and that boy was never going to go to Great Lodge. I don't care what y'all say. It's got to be a freaking miracle that baby go this year before the end of August. Cause y'all don't understand that place right there. Just the rooms alone is $500. The cheapest bundle is $300. 5 people eating $150. Now, what the hell they eating? I don't know because I'm assuming that's like $20 a burger. Maybe a small kids pizza, maybe a slice of pizza, maybe like $7.99. That's a slice, not a whole. The whole one might be like $400. So, but she's coming on here talking about she has to move. Do y'all see the calculation of the dry begging? Diamond, again, you don't have to tell us these lies talking about they lost your $500 and all this grand stuff. I don't think so. Y'all can't tell me that. Nope, nope. Cause y'all, I'm so strict on my rent. My rent comes straight out of my account. Okay, of course they're gonna go. Nope, it's going straight out. Nope, it's gonna get a receipt from them. I'm telling y'all. Keisha, it's not even about the money. I swear, because when I told my mom, I said, "Mom, go, go to the Great Lodge when it's out of season, like it's off season, like anywhere you will understand." I don't take my kids to amusement parks on spring break. I don't take them nowhere on spring break. If there's like a spring break week for whoever, I don't take them because I feel like I'm getting gypped with the increase of the pay, or yeah, it's just everywhere, right? So when you take them, just say, I told my parents, I said, won't we just do it on Martin Luther King weekend? Because somebody ain't going there for Martin Luther King weekend. Or President's Day, something that I know my kids have a day off. So if they go Friday night, they got until Sunday and they can rest on Monday, or they can come back on Monday and whatever, so they can enjoy the experience. But when I tell y'all that was $2,000, and I'm sitting here like, no refrigerator, y'all. So it's not like no stove. It's not like I can whip up some breakfast or a dinner, or we, do a meal or something at the room. No, we don't even have access to that. So again, I just feel like that was a waste of money until, maybe, Maybe if I don't have anything extra, maybe we can save up for, a trip. Maybe the week before, the week after they get out of school this summer. Maybe, but y'all, no. And if she has a hard time buying groceries, y'all know she got a hard time. She ain't gonna do that trip. That's $1,000. I don't care what you say. You can say I'm the best mom in the world, did you? But you still got to talk about budgeting for food. I told my mom, I said I don't budget for food. I'm okay with that now. Y'all, when I tell y'all I had the grocery store blues, I had the grocery store blues. But then I had to come to grips and say, girl, get used to it. Okay. Get used to your Oreos. If you don't get them on sale, don't buy them. I have to learn how to do that. If it's not on sale, I don't buy. If it's not on sale, I don't buy. And it got to be a decent sale. Okay, I can't buy one get one free. That's no sale for me. Um, it got to be 3 for $5, or it got to be something in that nature. But if it don't make sense, I don't buy it. So now I'm getting used to that. So I don't have the grocery store blues. I don't have, oh, I just went to the grocery store and I got 7 things and it's like $140. If it's not on sale, I don't buy. That's that's real talk. If it don't make sense, I don't buy. Like, I know I might have a taste for just say I got a taste for neck bones. And I know I'm the only one that's gonna eat the neck bones. I'm not gonna buy pounds and pounds of neck bones. And my kids, I got still make another meal. So if it don't make sense, I don't buy it. I don't buy anything. I don't even buy the regular pack of single noodles because my kids just told me they don't like it. So I just now, like, Walmart had the kimchi noodles, and I don't know if y'all ever ate the kimchi noodles. Like, it's off the end, but that thing is typically like now it's like 175. But they had them for 12 for $10. So I bought that. That's what I buy. I have a question. If her child has ADHD, why the heck would she give her daughter Mountain Dew soda at the fair and that the soda has a lot of sugar in it? Because she's uneducated. That is the perfect answer for me, uneducated. Because there's no reason why your child is this and that. And y'all, when I tell y'all, when my son, my infant, now I don't talk about people's children, and I might laugh because it might be funny, and I can laugh because I think that about my child too, y'all. Um, but when there was he didn't get he didn't get tested, but there was talk of autism for my son. And I said, what is the thing that I can untrigger it? You know? And basically she said sugar, carbs, a lot of carbs, a lot of sugar. Now this baby boy loves muffins. He loves his pancakes, but he gets one thing of muffins a day if he gets a muffin. And you have to be careful of like the starches that he uses, or this the breads that he'll eat. Like he loves cornbread, so I have to be like, yo, you get one cornbread, you ain't gonna sit around here, because my mom gets him the baby mini cornbreads and he eats them. So yeah. Yeah, and be honest with you, sometimes children can tell you what they need more than you do. um I understand giving kids sugar, or like, for example, my mom basically banned me from buying Mountain Dew, no, Gatorade, and my son likes Body Armor, and she basically banned me. She was like, I don't want my grandkids, if they want juice, they can drink Kool Aid, you know. So basically, I don't buy. I have Gatorade at the house, and I still have body armor, but my mom is telling me Gatorade is not good for them. You know, it's not good for them to drink. So I'm gonna take her word for it a little bit more than mine, my understanding. Well, be honest with you, that is a that's a good thing that you said that, because I learned with, even with me, I have to stop babying my children, because you will cause them to stunt their own growth development. Um, I saw a picture of him, and he was just like, y'all ever have kids that, there's those bouncy kids that just do stuff and just want to be seen. And well, he was just like in the camera, and I'm like, if you don't sit down somewhere. But she would just basically laugh it off instead of telling him, boy, if you don't sit your butt down, I'm going to give you, you better sit your ass down. There's sometimes I have to talk to my little toddler. Like, I have to get to his level and say, no, sit your butt down. Do not move. And he won't until, he sees a squirrel. And then that's it. No, and I think that's probably why my mom told me not to give them Gatorade, because die number 9 or whatever. Yeah, because they said that food triggers certain chemical reactions in the brain and the development. Y'all, when I tell y'all, I think if you ever heard some of my old posts when I was talking about my son and he might be diagnosed and all this stuff, and there was talk of it, I didn't want to believe it, not because I was in denial. I just felt like we're rushing to put a title on a child so fast that we just look at it now. We we there was plenty of kids that slipped through the cracks if they're looking at their scale and their growth and their behaviors, that we set with autism kids all the time, and they passed. They did well in school. They might have had a hard time, but um they still they still grew. And if he's not, y'all don't put me on no cross, nail me to the cross when I say this. If he's not, he has some brain activities. He don't sit somewhere and drool. He can communicate to the best of his ability. He knows right from wrong. Um, and when I say that, and I'm gonna say this, if he knows that he don't pee in the bed at night, he has some type of understanding. You get what I'm saying? Like, my son understands, like, he understands that if he's hungry, he goes to the adult, or he goes to the safest place where he can find food. That's my son. Nothing's mentally wrong with him. Um, my brother might been a little bit of, I talk about him too. That's my brother that got kissed twice by God. Um, he understood danger. He wasn't sitting in the corner drooling on himself, but he understood danger. He understood demand. He understood the sternness of the voice. He understood why he don't like doing something. He understood why he was nosy. He understood. And I just look at my son like he has something, but he's him. Girl, who you telling? When she said something about his pull ups or his diapers, I was like, now my son is 2. So he's not quite, but he knows that he needs to go away to do number two. I would say that. And you won't see him for a minute. He's concentrating. But he will come back to you with the diaper, and I'm like, yo, it's time for you to potty train. Now, my biggest fear was him not being able to communicate and be I'm training him to potty train. But my son is not a Helen Keller. And he can hear and he can see. So why am I handicapping him? I should not be handicapping him for nothing. So that's just how I feel. Um, to each his own. Um, I don't see and Keisha, I'm gonna be honest with you. If your daughter hair isn't neat and tidy, why are you worrying about a baby? Diamond, you cut your and y'all. Let's talk. Diamond cut her daughter's hair the same time she cut hers, and now I understand Diamond have some type of extra, vitamins, hormones, and all that stuff to help her hair to grow. And she was pregnant with her son. Understand that, but why is your daughter haven't touched? Why her hair length isn't the same? And I said that about Jazz too. Jazz, why your daughter's hair hasn't grown? And what are y'all doing? Because I'll be honest with you, Diamond can do her little twist out. She can make her ponytails bigger. And you telling me your daughter gotta wear the nappy girl hair? Oh, she's a kid and she don't take care of her hair. Baby, you're the mama. You're supposed to let her know how to take care of her hair. The one thing I taught my daughter and I despise of it today is put a hair bonnet on. And when my daughter come home from school, that's the first thing she put on. I tell her she can't wear that crap when we go out in public. Oh no. But that's the first thing she put on her head. She probably right now at her grandparents' house right now got a bonnet in her head. I wish she would. Y'all, but that's how I started. I told her, hey, when you lay down and you fix up your hair, because she was at the age like now. Last year, I told her I did not want to see a ponytail on her hair this year. Point blank and simple. I don't care. You can pin it up. You can twist it down, but I don't want to see a big ass puff ponytail. And I told her that I felt like he was getting too old. So when I told her that, I had to not do it my damn self. Okay, that's just real talk. My daughter is at an age that she needs to look a little bit more ready for the world, not ready for the world to get a hold of her and grown. She needs to be presentable. And a puffball is not presentable. You got your baby got four, hold on, rows of two with four puffs in there. Make that make sense. Oh, thank you. He does. When I tell you, Keisha, he reads the Bible every day. Even though he might not read it like word to word, he listens to it every day. And I tell y'all, I'm telling you, y'all will never think he will be my inspiration. But he is. He's truly my inspiration. And you don't have to do the top. I'm not telling her to put a perm in her hair. I'm not doing none of that bad advice to nobody. You raise your kids. But how your hair look better, how you take time to braid down your hair. Why your hair got y'all cut your hair at the same time. Like Jazz, I never understood why her daughter's hair is not as lengthy as Jazz. I'm assuming that Jazz has a good grade of hair. Yeah, and that isn't, and when I could not take care of my daughter's hair, y'all, I'd have to take her to a salon. Now everybody has money for that. I understand, but I couldn't take care of it. I realized I can't take care of this girl hair. Mm-mm. It's not too much. I can get it braided, and I prefer to get her hair braided. Like I'm probably get her hair braided maybe for Christmas. Cause y'all, I don't know if y'all know, I don't have money like that to get her hair braided for $200 a pop every month. So yeah, I get it done for Christmas on her break, and she can wear it up until my daughter keeps her hair pretty tidy, so she can wear it up until like the end of January, beginning the second week, no later than the second week of February, and she get her hair trimmed, washed, and then she can go back to you know the rollers and to wrap up the hair. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense to me. Why, even when my daughter, I had to do my daughter's hair. I wasn't the best hairdresser, y'all, wasn't. But I remember one lady had asked me, she said, why you don't do your daughter's hair like this all the time? And I was like, girl, you don't have girls, do you? This is not something you do. Now, I really found myself being lazy and not doing her hair. But it took me to look at it with somebody else. And I was like, darn, if you notice that, damn, you know? So, be honest with you, being a parent is a trial and error. It is. It's a trial and error. It's nobody's not freaking perfect. And that's not what I am here to bash anybody for being not perfect. It's just that you're perfect in making children, but you're not perfect in doing what you need to do to make them safe. I'm sorry, you living in a hotel, your back of your mind, you're wanting to live in a hotel for content. She don't want to live in a hotel because they got hard times. She wants to live in a hotel for content. Girl, I wouldn't blame you. I don't blame you. But I don't blame you. My daughter had the ponytails, the fake ponytail era too. And my mom was like, "Oh, put two ponytails in there. Give her pigtails." Y'all, when I tell you, y'all, being a mother, I had to. I still call my mom. Like I still call my mom. I still call my mom for advice. Y'all, for some odd reason, I feel like I'm gonna be 70 years old and my mom's gonna be like 90. And I'm gonna call her mom. Mom, what do you do when your 45-year-old daughter don't want to listen to you? Y'all, but you slap her in the face. Yeah, so I pray, y'all, and one thing about it, like all jokes aside, if you have a good relationship with your mother or your father, no matter what they done in their former life, your childhood, they was addicted to crack, they was selfish, they was learning, okay? Give them a second chance. If y'all feel like y'all can't give y'all mothers and fathers a second chance, who's giving you a second chance? Why would somebody give you a second chance? I know it's harder to say, but on this side of having your parents as your right hand person, even though you couldn't stand them when you was a kid, and I mean you couldn't stand them, you your mind, you wanted to run away every time you had to look them in the face. Your mama came in the room and told you to wake up. You had an attitude with them, man. Why you always bothering me? Then she just wants you to wake up to go to school. She didn't want you to do nothing extra. Your mama called you to clean up the kitchen. Y'all, when you can sit back really and say, what the hell was I mad for? The hell was I acting grown for? Why the hell did I sneak out of the house? Why the hell? You got to ask yourself this later on. Because your parents wasn't that bad. Some parents were strict, yes. It's okay. I promise you, it is 100% okay. But or you can like enjoy them, enjoy them. Our time with our parents is not guaranteed. To see them 90, 106, God didn't put an expiration date on our parents. So I really appreciate my parents every day. I would like to see them old and I can tell them what to do. Yes. But and I think that's another reason why I I did when earlier while I was talking about, making choices, and I think I will hinder my daughter from her blossoming and her growing. Because my mom, I had my aunt that helped me to elevate. I didn't do a good job. I didn't do very well, but I did okay. And it was enough for me. And I also thought about that too my um with my aunt. My aunt's still alive. And my aunt would love to take on my daughter. Not like to live with her full time, but maybe the summer like she did with me. My aunt showed me a different value of life. My mom saw work, I saw fruit of your labor. I did see that more with my aunt than I saw with my mother. Um, and when I tell you I did see it, I seen it. I seen my aunt go to the grocery store, and then she just went to the grocery store and picked up whatever she wanted. Now, I'm not saying my mom didn't do that, but she didn't have it like that. You know, they had a budget. You know, it was it was a kitty cat on the box of Fruit Loops than a tiger. But she did what she could do. My aunt was uh uh you get the right Fruit Loops. Don't get that stuff. So I got a different side. And now my kids, y'all, when I tell you my son embarrassed the crap out of me, he be embarrassing me. He's like, why do we need all this? How much money did you spend on this? I'm like, how much money? Like, yes. What is your bank account looking like now? so, so I'm like, oh my gosh, we gotta stop him from doing that. Because I don't want him to ever feel like, he's not important. So y'all, when I tell y'all, it is I don't know, maybe at the end of January, me and my daughter can blossom and she can feel more safe with expanding her horizons or her dreams and her wants. Maybe I can, put away dates and for us to just be me and her. Um, is y'all leaving to my son, he thinks he can babysit his brother, but he won't. And being a single mother, you don't have that. um you always have excuse why you can't do it. I can't do it because I have to bring all the kids, you know. So to each his own, y'all. I really do. Well, you know what, I know that you probably got a lot of her in you. That's I'm telling you. I don't know why. I feel like as parents, I can make fun. I was watching Everybody Hates Chris, and Chris will, like, those characters really feel like I know those parents. Like, those parents. And because that parent represented, doesn't mean that you had a bougie mama. The mama didn't play. We all had that mother that didn't play, that daddy that was a type skateboard. We all could represent it. Those two parents represented everybody's parents. Um, Even if we felt like, or it represented a guardian. that had a nurturing side to it. So trust me, I think a lot of us, we don't even know it. We got our parents. We didn't fall far from the tree, y'all. We did not fall far from the tree. I don't care if you was adopted. I don't care if your daddy wasn't there. There's something that's in us from both our parents. So I know that your mother probably was an awesome mother. It probably has to be an awesome mother. Cause you sitting here, you knocking out questions like why, you know. But I don't know, y'all. I have to go. It's 6 o'clock. Oh, 6 o'clock, and it is closing time for me, y'all. I really it's closing time, and I probably come back. Well, I don't really want to come back. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I really don't want to come back. I just had to come back to explain, drive back into Wino, baby mama from Wino, But I don't know, y'all. Let me ask y'all a question. Oh, let me ask y'all a question before we leave. How many of it y'all always had cable? Or some of us just had regular general TV? And y'all, because my goal is to not take away my kids' clutches. I feel like these are clutches of life. YouTube, tablets. Again, my kids don't have phone. Um, any type of like, if it's not entertaining, like YouTube can be very educational, but there's plenty of ways of being smart without all that. I really want to get rid of like the technology in the house, but I can't. And this is just for 3 weeks. I just want to see how well it goes. And they cannot sneak it. They can't do anything. Because I'm gonna take the tablets, and if they need a computer, they gotta do it right with me, okay? Because no, I gotta do my homework on the computer. No, where's your worksheet at? Where's this at? I need to see y'all need to do stuff on a computer at the house, okay? And I really want to do that. I want to. It's not that I don't trust them, but I just feel like children have slipped into a stupor these last couple of years, and not in a good way. When I see like kids know how to do, when I tell you the test scores and the grade level for these schools now, like y'all just go look at y'all schools in y'all district and look at the grade level. It's not good. And they said it hasn't been good since COVID. But we all know that the internet and kids got a little bit more comfortable with the internet. They always had YouTube, but it wasn't as scary as YouTube. You get what I'm saying? The kids always had, but now we have TikTok. Oh, let's chase after this money. Let's be an influencer. When I was in ninth grade, I don't know the hell I wanted to do, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. But mine was going to Claire's on the weekend because I had a little bit of lunch money saved up and buying lip glosses, talking on the phone. And my parents rushed me off the phone like at 8 o'clock. I had to get off the phone by 8 o'clock. Nobody couldn't call the house at 8. We had a little structure thing going. And then by the time it was time for me to get ready for bed, lights was off. In my house, when I was growing up, lights was off at 9 o'clock, maybe 10. And now that we have internet, I don't want to see my children eat late at night because they're playing on their tablets. sweets and they're not eating healthy. Because trust me, if I'm trying not to buy a lot of snacks of, like cookies and chips and stuff like that, because I want them to eat. I want them to eat because they won't be at school all day. So, y'all, I might be just overthinking it. I trust me. I know that's bad. I might be overthinking it, but at the end of the day, I think my goal is to have not straight A students. Okay, that's just like, let's get that realistic. I want them to be have a better time management, even though they're 10 and 14. I want them to have a better time management. Um, yeah, I want them to have a better time management. That's my goal for my children. Um, I want them to rest a little bit better. So y'all, it's a very scary time for me right now. Y'all, I don't know why it's so scary, but it's completely scary. And I feel like, girl, you're gonna be the most meanest mother in the world. But I'd rather them be mean than them going out in the world and all I could think of is they blaming people for their downfall. My daughter is blaming the rental people because she don't have the rent. So now and suddenly it's the rent people. They're the ones that have the attitude. They're the ones that don't want to help. And I don't want her to grow up thinking that's part of life. I don't want my sons to grow up thinking, hey, let me have these babies with one woman and just lay around and I'm gonna let her figure shit out. I don't. Yeah, that scares me. These YouTubers, they scare the shit out of me, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie. I haven't had K1 6 years. I don't miss it because I got rid of it. Yes. Y'all, when I tell y'all, me and my mom, we have a good time. I tell y'all, we have a great time. And we was talking about Blockbuster. And I was like, I always said my brother is my mom's favorite. I don't care what she says, that boy is his that boy is her favorite. Okay. He got pushed to the side when she got grandkids. But either way, um, structure is better than craziness. Yes. Um, so we talked about, we didn't have cable, and gosh knows we had to wait for a whole year for like the latest movie to come on Blockbuster. Y'all, because we didn't have money to go to the movies like that. Very seldom. Like, y'all, I can count on my hand, probably on two hands, my childhood from 5 till, let's say, 12. I probably went to 7 movies. Okay. Boomerang. I don't know why I went to Boomerang. Ask that woman that I call mother. Okay. Because I remember going to the theater to see Boomerang. Good Burger. Spice World. Y'all, I don't know anything else. I don't know nothing else. But Good Burger. Jimmy Neutron. Um, Gosh, there's something else that we went to go see. Clueless. Okay. Um, I'm trying to think. Wild Wild West and Men in Black. Okay. I y'all, I'm not gonna lie to you. We didn't go to the movies to see. We didn't go to the movies often. Okay. And y'all seen that gap where the movies that I seen, that's a big gap, okay? Just understand that. I didn't even go to the movies to see Titanic. Okay? Absolutely not. So, so we had to wait literally a year for a movie to come into Blockbuster, and that's how long it used to take us to like wait on a movie at Blockbuster. And now my kids can just say, "Yo, mom, how much is it gonna cost for us to get Disney Plus for one day?" Because Disney Plus, we can watch this movie, and I want to see this movie. So recently, my son came home last for the end of the break, and um, he said, "Mom, the kids are picking on me. They said, why you never seen the Mario Brothers movie?" I was like, boy, now I'm starting to sound like my parents right now. It's gonna come on streaming like the end of the summer. You're not gonna miss nothing. But y'all, when I tell y'all, I'm starting to feel like my parents. I am. But I am about to run, and I got to talk to my parents. Well, that sounds like uh some people need to monitor the baby. They need to monitor the baby. But I will talk to y'all on maybe tomorrow. I will have a little bit time. I did not expect this live to be 100 and an hour and 16 minutes, but it did. I think we had fun. Thank you, Keisha, for like engaging with me tonight. Hey, Kevin Edge, and all the bushwatchers. Thank y'all. And if y'all in a giving mood, can I please get a thumb up, please? And thank you. But either way, if y'all don't give me a thumbs up, I know y'all don't like the content. I'm grown. I can take it. It's okay. But I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.